I don't think that's really what people's souls are seeking. I think they are seeking beauty. And I
Hmm.
think as Orthodox filmmakers, we have the opportunity to show the beauty of our faith through film in a way that the world really hasn't seen before.
Yeah.
And as Orthodox, we know like our churches are adorned with this amazing, incredible art, and this Byzantine artwork, it inspires so much, and it's really the foundations of a lot of what Western art was built on to begin with.
Hmm.
And I as an Orthodox Christian, I want to bring that beauty to the screen. And this is really what I learned from Jonathan Jackson in his film school. Another person that he actually had come speak to us while we were there was Dr. Timothy Petitsas,
Hmm.
and he has a book called The Ethics of Beauty. I have it here. It's a ponderous tome.
Damn.
I have not read it. I will admit I have not read it all. I've only read bits and pieces of it, but I got to spend an entire day with him, talking to him and learning from him about the importance of beauty. And really, this is where I'm starting at. I want to create something beautiful so that people can have a transformative experience, and so that it can lead them deeper into their walk with Christ. And that's what art is intended to do. It was never meant to entertain. It was never meant to portray anyone's creativity or anybody's ego. It was there. Art was really is meant to inspire love of God.
Hmm. And I would say the beauty that you're talking about, this is beauty that's rooted in truth, because you can have skin deep beauty. And I think that's what we get a lot in the modern age. Like, I did a video doing like a spiritual analysis of Del Toro's Frankenstein, the newest one. And I think that most people like love that movie because it actually was beautiful, like visually. It was a visually stunning film. And I thought it was very aesthetically beautiful. But then you start to pick the pieces apart of, the actual essence of the film. And then you realize that beauty was just, entirely visual.
Yes.
So like when you root beauty in the truth of Christ, in the truth of Orthodoxy, you're like what the church does is you're basically tying beauty to the real aspect of our existence, which is in the metaphysical. And I always say this, I'm probably going to repeat myself a lot on this channel, but the metaphysical reality is the true reality, right? The spiritual world is the real world, so to speak. And that what we experience in the physical is manifestations of the metaphysical. And so, and that's what I surmise is what you're trying to capture in terms of art, Orthodox art, but in the visual medium is this beauty that's rooted in the truth of Christ.
Yes. Yes. Definitely. And really to especially for me as a revert to Orthodoxy, I reverted to the Orthodox faith in about 2016, 17, and when I was greeted with these lives of these saints, and I started to read the stories of these saints, and the way they were written in a style that was not so predicated on being realistic. It was like almost like reading a
Hmm.
fantasy.
Mm.
I was so shocked at reading these stories, and I was so amazed. I was so incredibly struck by all of these stories. And the first thing that popped in my head is why aren't these films? Why haven't these not been made into movies? It makes absolutely no sense to me. So for me, this is kind of where my starting point was I had this amazing, incredible spiritual experience by reading the lives of these saints, and I just want to share that with the world. I want
Hmm.
to be able to give people that experience. And I feel like I'm a very visual person in the sense that I can visualize things very well, and I feel like I have an aptitude towards that. So when I read a story, I'm seeing it in my head like a movie, and I'm experiencing the emotions and the thrills of the of those scenes in my heart, and I want to share that with people. And I think that it's really all rooted in just that spiritual experience of Christ through those stories of the lives of the saints.
Hmm.
And I think if that's the heart, and that's if that's the heart of your goal as a filmmaker, I think that if you'll have success because you are focusing on bringing glory to God and bringing people to Him. It's not about me as a creative person. I'm not here to put my whole life into the story. I'm not here to come and give you my take on a story and maybe subvert your expectations to maybe show you how creative I am. I'm not interested in doing that personally. I'm interested in creating an icon on the screen. I
Hmm.
want to take the stories of the saints and I want to transplant them in a very artful and tasteful way onto the screen, the way that they were meant to be portrayed by the Synaxarion and the hagiographies of the saints.
Yeah.
So I think my approach is a little bit different. I'm not necessarily approaching this as an artist who has a personal expression that they want to portray. I'm somebody who wants to bring this experience of the lives of the saints to the people in the most artful and tasteful way that I feel I can possibly make.